welcome back to my channel. I feel like it's been forever since I've gotten to sit here and talk to you guys, but I'm so excited about this video and this tutorial because this is going to be kind of my first look and first tutorial using the JACLYNHILL and Becca collaboration where they extended the Champagne Pop collection. You guys know if you follow me on Snapchat or if you follow me on Instagram, I got to go to the launch party in NYC and it was just a blast and so much fun, and I am so excited to tell you guys all about these new products. So the Champagne Pop that we all know and love in a powder form is now in a liquid and a cream form. And these do differ a little bit. The liquid is definitely more of an intense kind of glow. So I'll go ahead and swatch this on the back of my hand and blend that out so you can see it is still very, very reflective. You could use this in your moisturizer, you could use this in your foundations to give you like an all-over glow, or you'll see in the tutorial I did layer this with the powder foundations if you want to glow like a light bulb. Next is the cream formula, and this is such a smooth, creamy highlight. And this one is for someone that doesn't want something so in your face, or if you want to do this on like a more light makeup day, just to give yourself a really beautiful kind of lit from within glow. So you can see that one there is much more subtle than this one. Like this is in your face. This is like a beautiful, just natural, healthy glow. They also expanded the Champagne Pop line into eyeshadows, and this is such a stunning palette. This is just kind of right up my alley. You have a beautiful highlight color. If you follow Jaclyn, she always talks about Nylon from MAC being her very favorite like inner corner brow bone highlight, and this is very, very similar to that. This one is called Chardonnay, and then you have Champagne Toast, Cordial, Cognac, and Bordeaux. And these are all colors that I will find myself using all the time. The pigmentation is amazing, just like any other Becca product. You have a really beautiful kind of coppery shade here, a dusty rosy pink, a neutral brown, and then kind of a deeper mauve purple. And I have these all over my eyes today. They blended beautifully, and you will get to see this in action. But this is definitely worth the purchase, especially for this color like alone. I feel like I would buy it just for this highlight color. And now for what I feel like is the star of the collection. This is the Champagne Collection Face Palette. This is a must, you guys. This is so stunning, I cannot even tell you. These blushes are so beautiful. If you've tried Becca blushes before, you know that they are incredibly pigmented and smooth. These are no different. These are definitely the kind of blush that you dip your brush in very lightly, tap it off, and then apply it to the cheeks because they are that pigmented. And you have 3 different finishes in these as well. Rosé Spritz is definitely my favorite. It's what I have on my cheeks right now, and it is a shimmery blush, but it doesn't have any glitter in it. It just has a really beautiful sheen. It just makes your cheeks glow. And then Amaretto is a matte finish, and then Pamplemousse is a satin. And I did go ahead and swatch those for you. You can see they are just so beautiful, and that is like a light swatch on the back of my hand. They are just stunning. And of course, you have the 2 highlighters at the bottom, and I have both of these on my face right now. You get Champagne Pop, which is more of a peachy undertone, and then Prosecco Pop. Prosecco Pop is the new one, and it's definitely more gold in undertone. And I was kind of worried about this because I am more on the fair side, but this looks stunning. I am just obsessed with it, and I've been mixing them like crazy, so you'll see it in the tutorial. But here is Champagne Pop on the top, and then Prosecco Pop below it. They are both crazy pigmented, super, super smooth, and just stunning. So now that you've seen everything that's in the collection, if you'd like to see how I got this full look, then just go ahead and keep on watching. So to start off, I've already applied my foundation and my primer. I used the Backlight Priming Filter from Becca, as well as my MakeupForever Ultra HD Stick Foundation. And I applied a little bit of tape, just so I can get a nice sharp edge. And then I am just priming my lids with the NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk. I love using this whenever I'm doing a really light eye. And of course, I'm going to be using the shadows from the Champagne palette. And I'm first going in with Cordial. It's a really beautiful kind of dusty pink shade. I am obsessed with this color, and I'm just using a big fluffy brush, and I'm applying that into the crease first, but I am going right along the tape first. You can see that. It's just going to help to give us that really straight line. And then I'm just taking whatever is left on my brush and brushing it from outer corner to inner corner. Next, to build some more definition, I'm going in with that same brush in the shade Cognac. It's a really beautiful kind of mid-tone brown, and I am applying that essentially the same way as I did the first shade. I'm going right up against the tape first, and then taking whatever's left on my brush and taking that all the way up into the crease. And I do want to keep most of the intensity on that outer corner, so that's why I'm starting there. And then you can see it just kind of gradually fades once we get closer to the inner corner of the eye. Now taking a smaller blending brush, I am keeping this on the very outer corner of the eye. I'm taking the shade Bordeaux. It is such a beautiful wine shade, and you can see I'm going right up against that tape, and then I am taking a little bit up into the outer crease, but I'm keeping this towards the outer third of the eye. This is really just going to help elongate the eyes and make them more cat-like. So once again, just starting on that outer corner right against the tape, and I took it down towards the lower lash line and then up into that outer crease. Now I'm just taking a tiny bit of black eyeshadow on a small pencil brush, and I am going right along the edge of that tape and then bringing it down towards the lower lash line. I'm not taking this into the crease at all. I just want this to be a little bit more smoky so that when we apply our liquid liner, it just has a little bit of a softer edge to it. Now taking Champagne Toast, I'm going to be applying this all over the lid. This is a really beautiful kind of champagne coppery shade. It's really reflective and beautiful on the lids. So I'm just taking a flat shader brush and I'm applying this all over the lid up to where we added that black eyeshadow on the outer corner, just so it blends really nicely, and I just love this. This has the same texture as these shimmering skin perfectors. It is just buttery smooth. Now I am just using my NYC Liquid Liner to do my wing, and if you are someone that is not used to doing a wing or you're having a hard time, try the tape. It seriously makes such an easy wing application because it's just a perfect guideline. So I'm just keeping my wing really thin along the lash line, and then I am kind of keeping it thicker towards the outer corner. And then I am just applying some Benefit Roller Lash. You guys know this is my favorite mascara, and the lashes I'm using today are really going to help with that cat eye look. These are Sapphire lashes from LillyLashes. You can see they're nice and tapered. So I'm just applying those, and then we will move on to the face. You guys know I can't live without my Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector. This stuff is seriously such a lifesaver, so I am applying that under my eyes first, and then I'll go in with my concealer, but this stuff seriously will cancel out any dark circles that you have going on. And for my concealer, I am using one of the new Morphe concealers. This one's in the shade Bare Skin. It has a nice peachy undertone to it, so I love using this under the eyes, and then I'm also going to use that just to highlight a little bit, and I am applying that to the chin, the center of my nose, and then the center of my forehead. I have seriously been so impressed with these Morphe concealers, you guys. I've been trying them out for a couple weeks now, and I really love them, and I think they're only like $5.99 each. So they have really great coverage and are super creamy. I think they're really similar to the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, and like I said, $5, you can't beat it. So I am just blending all of that concealer out with my Real Techniques damp sponge, and then I'm going to be setting my under eyes with the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder, and I'm applying a little bit of a heavy layer, but I'm not doing any baking because my skin has been so dry from traveling. It just kind of emphasizes that. So I'm just doing a nice layer to set that concealer in place. And then for the rest of my face, I'm going to be using the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores. I love this powder. I'm basically just doing a really light layer in the center of my face where my foundation tends to break up a little bit. So to warm up my skin, I have literally used this bronzer every single day. Like, I'm almost to pan, you guys. I have never used a bronzer that I love so much. This one is from Pure. It's their Glow Together Jumbo Bronzer, and it is so beautiful for giving your skin a nice sun-kissed glow. It's not too orange, it's not muddy, it is just perfect. So I am just bronzing up my skin and dragging that down my neck and my jawline so everything is nice and cohesive. And then for my contour, I'm just doing a really light one today, and I'm just using the Chocolate Soleil bronzer from Too Faced. And you can see I'm just keeping that really close to the hairline. I didn't want to bring it down too far because I didn't want it to be too strong. And then of course you guys know I have to contour my nose, and I am actually using a contour shade from the Shade and Light palette from Kat Von D. I feel like those are just the best colors to contour your nose with because they have such a nice gray undertone to them. And then of course just blending it out because I can't walk around with two lines on my nose. And now I am so excited to jump into this palette. I am using Rosé Spritz for my blush, and look how stunning that is. It's such a beautiful peachy coral shade, and it has that beautiful sheen to it. It just makes your cheeks look so vibrant and youthful. So I will be using this like non-stop. Now it's time to get some glow. So I'm taking the liquid champagne pop and I'm just applying that with my finger on the very highest points of my cheekbones here. And I'm going to be layering it with the powders, but you could definitely leave it like this and have a beautiful, youthful looking glow. But I'm going over it right now with champagne pop, and I applied that right over the liquid, and then I took that on my chin and the end of my nose. And now I'm taking prosecco pop. This has been my favorite way to do it, is to layer them. And I'm taking prosecco pop right on the very apples of my cheeks, so right towards the front of your cheekbones. And then I am taking that and layering it on my chin and end of my nose as well. And I'll also be taking this right above the arch of my eyebrows. And seriously, I mean, I don't think I've ever glowed so much in my whole life. Look how stunning that is. So now that we have our glow, let's go ahead and finish up the eyes. I'm taking this Aqua XL liner from MakeupForever. This one is like a taupey brown shade. I didn't want to do anything too harsh. And then I'm just smoking that out with Bordeaux and a flat definer brush from Sigma. I'm taking that all the way from outer corner to inner corner, making sure that I am applying that right up against that wing that we have. Now just apply some mascara to those lower lashes. Y'all know I have to do this off camera because I have to be literally a centimeter away from my mirror. And now it's time to highlight the eyes, and this part seriously is one of my favorites. I'm using Chardonnay. Like I said, this is very similar to MAC's Nylon. It has that nice kind of yellow iridescence to it. So I'm applying that to the very inner corner, and then I'm applying that to the arch of my brow bone. So I go right underneath the highest point of my brow, and then I just kind of drag it down to meet my wing. So to finish off the look, I wanted to go for a nude lip, so I'm using the Too Faced Perfect Nude Lip Liner. This is one of my favorites. You guys know I use it all the time. It's just that perfect shade to give you definition without being overboard. And then I'm using my favorite new pinky nude lipstick. This is Meringue from Bite. And then, of course, I needed a sheen. So I am using this Starfish lip gloss from Jouer. It has gold iridescence in it, and it is just stunning. So once you get that on, your look is complete. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in my next one. Thanks for watching. Bye!